What is going on, guys? It's your boy Ace Achilles here once again, bringing you a nice gameplay commentary on Solar Hardpoint. I'm playing here with my friend Roper, and the gameplay is very close, very intense. Lots of me just hiding on the hill trying to, contest and get as many points as I can for my team. Yeah, this is a league match, and the actual league season does start today if you guys are not aware. And on another note, I just want to say TGIF, thank God it's Friday, because I don't know about you guys, but the first week back from Christmas vacation has definitely been a little bit of a long week. It's also been a quite accomplishing week because I've found out kind of a lot of stuff. So we can kind of jump into that. I was a little bit skeptical coming into this week about whether or not I'd be able to actually upload every day. And I found that I've been able to, and I'm very proud of myself. I know I haven't been getting like a crap ton of views, but I'm expecting small steps, one at a time, and I'm pretty happy with that. There's a famous quote, I think it's by Andrew Carnegie, and he says, never try to find like gratitude or like try to find approval in other people, because it's never gonna happen. It's just kind of one of those things where you just have to kind of believe in yourself and pat yourself on the back, because there's not always going to be people there who are going to kind of cheer you on the whole way, and you can't really expect that from people. It's a little bit childish, and I'm sorry if that sounds harsh to you, but that's the truth. In other news, I really hope you guys liked the commentary I put out yesterday. I think it was pretty good. It was talking about what would you do if you got to quit school and pursue YouTube, Twitch, Pro Call of Duty, Pro, any kind of game really. And if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out now. It's a really good commentary, a lot of deep thought, and it really challenges you to think what you would do. But yeah, go check that down in the description below. I think I'll put it down there. See what else is new. I've been playing lots of UMG matches with Roper and Assassins, and we're going to really start getting on that grind again. And if you're wondering why, you'll also find that out in the video I posted yesterday. I now have my blue snowball mic. That's another thing that was big this week. I'm very happy about that. I have my cable that's going to be allowing me to record people's reactions. I'm also missing one other piece to it though, so when I get that, you guys will start hearing that, and expect the zombies gameplay to come out at around the same time. It's just for you guys as a heads up for the future. We have the weekend coming up, so I'll probably be streaming Saturday and maybe Friday night. I'm not sure. I'm not going to stream league matches or GBs just because my internet is not really good at the moment. If I do get it changed in the future, you can expect me live streaming a lot more, but right now, whenever I try to live stream, it's just unwatchable quality, and I don't want to torture you guys with any horrible quality. It's just a little bit unfair, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'll just play pubs, and we can still have fun doing that. If you guys do not know my Twitch, that will also be down in the description below. I believe it's twitch.tv/Achilles_TG, so hit me up over there. Okay, news for this week. I got my PSAT scores. I am a junior in high school right now, so SAT's been kind of on my mind, so I was pretty happy that I got my scores back, and I did fairly decent. I really need to stop saying so, oh my gosh, I just did it again, but I'm getting better at it. For my critical reading, I got a 65 percentile out of 80, which is 94% higher than the juniors in the United States, and if you don't know what that means. In mathematics, I got a 53 out of 80, and it says you scored higher than 66 of juniors, 60% of juniors. And for writing skills was actually my lowest, which I was confused about because I feel my writing is on the stronger side, if I'd say that. I got a 51, so that's 68% higher than all of the juniors. And for my what you could say my projected SAT scores would be a 169 percentile, which would be 1690, which is pretty good. Average is anywhere from 1300 to 1500, around there. So I'm definitely a little bit above average, but I think if I actually studied, I could be getting around 1900, which is really good. I scored overall 80% higher than most juniors college bound. And that was just kind of a big sigh of relief to me, which I was, a little bit happy about. What else is new? So much happened this week. It's been a really good week for me. I mean, school-wise, it hasn't been that great of a week, but just looking back and seeing how much I've accomplished, I'm very happy with what I've done. And I expect next week to be only better. So, let's see, what else is new? There's a new Drifter commentary out today about planned obsolescence, and I think that's very interesting. Speaking of planned obsolescence, that will probably be my topic this year for speech meet, which I do every year. I've placed, I've medaled at speech meet both of the times I've went, so my freshman and sophomore year. My freshman year, I discussed, I believe, the time triangle, which was kind of a commentary on time management and whether or not we should consider time as just a conceptual structure. Is it actually a thing, or is it just how we perceive time? And it was fairly interesting, if you ask me. I think I got 4th place. I got a red ribbon, which I was pretty happy about for my first time. Then last year I did mine on internet service providers and how they were really just kind of ripping off the consumers in this, and how other countries are actually really ahead of the United States. Most of you gamers will know what I'm talking about. A lot of other countries already have fiber optic backbones. I don't know why it kind of started. I think I was going to say Fios, but then I remember just fiber optic backbone. While we're still running on coaxial copper cables, which is a little bit sad considering we should be the leaders of industry in the world. The United States is a truly massive and just a big country. It's important in the world, so you think that we'd be leading it in the internet, which is one of the leading things in the world. Like, the internet basically defines you. Like, if you don't use the internet and you're in the US, are you lost or are you old? It's kind of interesting. So this one's gonna be on planned obsolescence, which is basically the idea of making something and having a planned kind of time that it'll break. So it's kind of like the way Drifter explained it was like you buy something at the dollar store, it's made so that it breaks, that way it just doesn't last forever. I mean, you're paying $1, so it's gonna break. But it was really interesting how it started, and it all started with the big car race war. Excuse my phone, I'll mute that right now. It all started with the big car race between GM, General Motors, and Ford. So Ford came out with the Model T. It was a really reliable car, really good car, and it only came in one color, and it just lasted forever. So GM decided, out of nowhere, just kind of throw it out there. They didn't think the idea would succeed, but they were going to create a new model of car every year. So with that, they were able to make cheaper cars that wouldn't last as long, because they knew that every year people are going to buy the new car just to kind of say they have it. So if people are buying new cars all the time, they're not going to keep the same car, and it doesn't have to last as long. So it's kind of a win-lose for the customer. There's no real, it's hard to explain it, but the customer, you can't win both ways. It's either you're going to have a lesser upfront cost and you have a cheaper product that won't last as long and you might have to buy it more constantly, or you end up with a higher upfront cost thing that might last longer. But the way our society works is we're always looking for new things. So at the moment, it kind of goes with the trend of our society. However, there is one major downside, is the waste products that it creates. And it basically means that, we have more things coming in and then getting rid of, because nobody wants the old model car. So it's becoming a big problem for the environment, because we have to keep on dumping stuff and then using up more coal to make it and then more to get rid of it, which probably we wouldn't have to have if we just made longer lasting products. But as you can see, this gameplay is coming to a close. Right here on this last hill, anybody could have won this. This was anybody's game. But I hide in this corner that I found, and it's really good, and I contest it. And I think we end up winning by about 2 points. But that's all for today, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe down below. And this is your boy Ace Achilles signing out.
Hardpoint contested. Squad, that was textbook.